I want to take you back to where it all started for you back home in Bulgaria as a youngster at CSKA Sofia, which I think was the club that your dad had played for.
He used to play a little bit for that club as well, yeah.
Look, there you go, some stills of you as a young lad. How old were you when you broke into the team there?
17, 18, something like this. Still very young, but I would just play 1 year, year and a half, I think, and then obviously I go to Germany. But before that, there was a funny story that they wanted me to go to Italy to play for Lecce, you know. So we did go there, but the deal didn't happen, and I was the happiest man alive, you know, because I didn't want to go there. I just didn't feel right for me.
Yeah.
And it didn't happen. We go back, and the next day, the people for Leverkusen, they just show up and say, "We want you." And there were some other things going on back then in my life, so I just say, "Okay." I just felt that it was the right decision to do.
You say some other things going on. It's an extraordinary story, this, but I'm led to believe that you were actually kidnapped in some way by the owner of another team in Belgrade who wanted you to play for their team.
How do you find that?
Well, it's yeah, no, I sort of did some digging, but this is true as a youngster.
Yeah, but
what happened?
Sometimes people get to dramatize more than it actually was, but it was like a friend of my father. He used to play with me, and he just say, "Come with me. I need to drive you to some place." And when you're a young boy, you're naive. You know, you trust everyone. So I go to the car, and I know the guy. He's a friend of my father. So
and he was the owner of another team. Is that right?
No, and he's driving me to a place, to a restaurant. He left me there and just go inside. So I go inside, and I see a guy sitting on the table, you know, big guy. And behind him, another table, other 5 or 4 people sitting there. And he says, "Sit down, please." So I'm sitting down, and I'm like, you know, sitting down. And, you know, obviously, you know who I am. I don't know who you are. He told me his name. And basically, they wanted me to go to play for another team because his boss wanted me to be there. They saw good quality in me, and they have money and stuff like this. But I was just thinking, where am I? Who are these people? You know, I need to call my family. So I just wanted to ask them to use the phone. So I call my father and say, "I'm somewhere, I don't know where am I. So please come here because I don't know what is happening." And my father knew the owner of my team and the owner of the other team. They were these big bosses, you know, but they're not alive anymore. So
right, okay.
They knew each other, so they spoke, and in the end, it was all good. But at that moment, I was feeling a bit, scared. You know, I was 18, and I was 18, and like.
And did it feel like they weren't really giving you the choice? It was kind of like, you know.
No, they was not giving me the choice, but in the polite way. You know how that's how you do it.
Yeah,
in the polite way. We would like you to please, but in the end, it was all good for me. I stayed where I was.
Yeah.
And everything worked out.
You moved to Leverkusen, of course, which that must have been quite a dramatic change as well, to suddenly be playing for a German team with everything that came with that, and a really good German team too.
Yes, it is. As I was telling you guys before, it was the great choice for me, great move, because it helped my career. It helped me become a man. I was a boy, and then you go to Germany where everything is in order. You need to learn the language if you want to speak with people. And if you don't want to learn the language, you're not going to speak with people. So you're faced with the choice to learn so you can communicate, you know, and then you'll be better for you to get integrated into the team. So in the end, as I tell other players, young players, they want to grow up and go outside to play football. For me, what helps me the most was that I was okay to be by myself. And I was strong to be just myself. Because you have times when you're going to be sitting at home and just watching TV and doing nothing, and go train, go back home, go play, go back home. Some players cannot do it. And we have many examples back home for young players who go outside and they hold their future in their hands, but because they cannot be strong and stay a bit more, and they miss their family, they miss their girlfriends or wife or something else, they go back and they finish. But you need to be patient, sacrifice a bit so you can have success in the future. You know, and hopefully I was strong because I always like my own company. You know, I'm a how do you say in English?
You're confident on your own, yeah.
Self enough. I'm enough by myself, sometimes. And
Yeah.
and I don't have problem to be alone, and thinking about stuff, how to improve myself. That's how I used to do back then. Imagining I lifting trophy, playing in the bigger team, playing with big players, and in the end it happened for me. So I was looking back, this was my formula of success.
Yeah, dedication.
And in Leverkusen, the place Leverkusen, as I say, is a small town. You have the stadium, you have the place where they build aspirants, and basically that's it. You just concentrating on playing football and trying to be the best as you can be if you want to achieve something as a football player. And that's what I wanted to do, and it helps me a lot.
And when you say you'd imagine playing, of course, you moved from Leverkusen to Spurs, and then the Spurs move then transpired that you were going to go to Manchester United. But it came right down to the line, didn't it? This move, this is you on the,
I remember
deadline day.
well. Deadline day.
I never seen that before.
You've never seen that? That's you landed.
To be honest.
Here's you.
This is the shot we had on Sports News on transfer deadline.
Were you nervous you wouldn't get it done in time?
If you ask me, yes, I was, because why are you letting everything to the last minute? Why? And it's still going strong now.
Yeah.
Everything in the last minute. Why? We are looking for dramatic effect or something? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was wanted to happen as soon as possible, because it's not good for the player. It's in your head. Is it going to happen? Is it not going to happen? You wake up in the night and sweating. Is it going to happen? No. So it was not good. It was not good for me. I wanted to happen as soon as possible, because I was imagining from my time in Sofia, in Leverkusen, even in Tottenham, to go to the best team possible. So the moment was happening, and I wanted to happen as soon as possible.